So good day guys, here is a new week and I'm going to explain what I think the market will do this week. So obviously, as you can see, the market has been an uptrend for a very long time. Okay, this 4 hours time frame, the market has been an uptrend. You can see I'm not drawing trend line, I just want you to see the movement. Like you can see how the market has been moving for a very long time. From here the market has been rallying up, so market has been in long trend in an uptrend for a very long time, and almost every week we have been catching the impulsive move. So this is a new week again. You can see this line. Okay, this is the beginning of a new week and this will be the end of the week. So where did I think the market will go? Last week I traded this market last week. Okay, last 2 weeks I took this trade. For the past 3-4 weeks now I've been taking this trade. Started from here. Okay, after the market break structure, let me make it more clear. Okay, immediately the market break structure here, you can see, if you understand structure liquidity, number one, you have to know the direction structure liquidity. Let me delete this so you won't get it confused. Sorry about that. Why is it doing like this? Okay, now I can delete it. So yeah, after the market break structure here, you can see there's a liquidity here. So I know that the market will take out this liquidity, and immediately market take out this liquidity, what will you look for next? Buyer's presence. Okay, immediately the market took out this liquidity, form higher high. So I would know that the market will form higher low here. So immediately the market took out this liquidity, you can see a lot of rejection right here. Market rejected, and you can see the beginning of the week here. You can see these heavy candles, 4 hours candles. So that was like my buyer. That's my indication that okay, buyers are present in this market already. So it is time for it to buy. So we actually took the trade here, set our SL here, and our first take profit here, which we make at the middle of the week. So the following week, when the market created another higher high and break this structure, this is just a recap. Okay, these are the liquidity we are targeting, this liquidity and this liquidity, and immediately this market took out this liquidity. We know that the market has formed higher high, it's going to form the higher low. Immediately took out this liquidity. Next thing we are waiting for is buyer's presence, and after these heavy candles on 4 hours, this indicated buyer's presence. So we took the trade, we set our TP here, which we make at the beginning of the week on Tuesday. That's when the market hit our TP. You can see right here on Tuesday. We're looking for entries, but we can't force entry, so we have to wait for the next one again. So same thing happened here again. Market break structure here. So now as this market is coming down, it's coming to form higher low. And what is the liquidity we are looking for? This is the liquidity, this and this. Immediately market took out the liquidity here. You can see this heavy candle. We entered our buy here again, our TP here again, and on Thursday the market reached our TP. Then so last week on, after taking this trade, you can see this liquidity. This has already taken out this liquidity. So there's a liquidity here after the market break structure. You can see there's a liquidity here, higher high. So it is coming down. We know that this market is coming down to make higher low. So there's also another liquidity here, but at first I don't notice this liquidity here. I was focusing on this liquidity. So immediately this market took out this liquidity, and I noticed this heavy rejection candle. I entered my buy here and I set my SL around the structure I see around here, but unfortunately the market reached my TP. Then the market reached this zone and I noticed this liquidity, that oh, it came down for this liquidity. After taking out this liquidity, let me draw a line so you'll be able to see it. You can see. So let me delete this. So after this market take out this liquidity and I noticed this buyer's present, this heavy 4 hours bullish candle, I entered my buy here and I set my TP here. But I have to get out last week Friday, because the market has been consolidating and playing with my emotions. So I got out here last week Friday thinking that, okay, what will happen? I don't like holding a trade from one week to another week. I like catching the movement of the week. Like me and my team caught this. We catch this from here to here, this from here to here, this from here to here. Okay, this from here to here. So I like catching the movement of the week. So last week one, I entered this one fourth, it hit my TP. I entered this one second, we are in profit but consolidating. So I had to get out that, okay, this week is over. That last week is over. So now let's prepare for this week. So what did I think will happen this week? What I think that will happen this week, obviously the market is still in an uptrend, but the market has been giving us a lot of reasons that maybe it might want to change trend. Psychologically, you can see this market has been moving impulsively, very smooth from here to here, very smooth from here to here, very smooth from here to here. But right here, you can see this market is consolidating, which means sellers are much more in this market presently than buyers now. Sellers are fighting with buyers, so which means we are not sure maybe this uptrend will continue or not. So I went to my weekly time frame to check what is happening. Then I noticed this on weekly time frame that, okay, this weekly time frame, I can see that there is a strong supply zone around here. You can see this supply zone, and you can see this market has already reached the supply zone. So what I'm thinking is, I think sellers that are waiting here, sellers are much more in this market. So we don't know who will actually take over the market. That's why you always need confirmation before you take any trade. So coming back to our 4 hours time frame for this week, I want to rush the trade, but what I'll be thinking now is I'll focus on this resistance, since I know that buyers has been taking over this market, and also sellers are fighting with buyers very well. You can see the market has already respected this demand zone, supply zone, after taking out this liquidity, but still doesn't move smoothly like we want. So what I'm expecting now, I think, since sellers is fighting the buyers, even though buyers has much more advantage around here, and sellers is still fighting with buyers, so I think sellers will definitely take control. So what I'm waiting for is, I'm waiting for market to go up this right here. Okay, you can see this place has already tested a supply on weekly time frame, a supply zone on weekly time frame. So what I'm thinking now is, immediately market reach here, I will have to wait for sellers present, and I will enter my sell from here down here. So for this week, I'm expecting the market to sell. Last week we took the buy, got out in the middle, got out manually. 2 weeks ago the market hit our TP. 3 weeks ago the market reached our TP. 4 weeks ago the market reached our TP. Last week we got out manually. So this week what I'm expecting is sell, and I'm going to wait for it to reach TP. So for the week now on Gbpusd, what I'm expecting now is sell. If you want to learn how to understand how I analyze, then check the description and test me. So for this week, this is the supply zone I'm waiting for. Okay, and this is the liquidity. You can see this top here. Let me go to 1 hour time frame or 30 minutes time frame, so you'll see the liquidity. I'm saying, okay, yeah, you can see this top here. Let me delete this. Okay, so you can see this here. This is the liquidity I'm expecting market to take out, and after I notice sellers present, I'm going to enter my sell. Okay, if you want to follow up this trade with me, those who follow up this trade with me make profit, even though we close manually. 2 weeks ago, they hit SL on Thursday, like they hold the trade since Tuesday morning. Okay, and close the trade on Thursday. So 3 weeks ago they hold the trade since Monday morning and close the trade, and market reached TP on Tuesday. 4 weeks ago, same thing. They held the trade since Monday morning and got out of it on Wednesday. So for this week, if you want to follow up with me, then check the description and make sure you chat me up. So what I'm expecting is market to reach here. I'm expecting market to reach here, go up from here. Let me draw the arrow from here to here, then come down here. So that's what I'm expecting for. Just know that when the market reaches your zone, that doesn't mean you have to enter immediately. There is something you always need to know, that okay, is buyers present here or is sellers present there? Yeah. So now let's check another one. Let's check gold. I actually love this gold. For the past 3 weeks now, we've been catching this gold movement too, and this is the most. 2 weeks ago was the perfect one because I actually use a good lot size after noticing. Okay, you can see here is the trend line, and the market came back to test our supply zone, like our demand zone. You can see this is the demand zone, and what happens? Set our TP here. You know how volatile gold is, so I entered around here. After immediately I saw this rejection, that was my first entry. But immediately I saw this heavy candles, this is my second entry, and it's all its TP. Though a lot of them got out around here because of their emotion, like, oh, it's coming by, it's coming down, but I have to hold, and the market hits my TP. So same before this week, same thing happens here. Same thing happened this week too. Though this week on, I was expecting the market to come down here before I could enter, thinking after taking out this liquidity, that's when I enter. But I noticed that this is the liquidity and the market has taken it out, and I noticed the buyer's presence here, so I entered this trade and my TP was here. So we took this one too. The week before that one, from here to here, we don't take the trade. It was confusing. Why this one too? We missed the trade because I was expecting it to reach here, which it didn't. So we only took this after noticing this buyer present. We will have missed this too, but thank God we have to pay attention and focus that and notice this buyer's presence. So we took this and this. Last week, oh no, we don't take any trade because I was expecting something else last week and another thing happens. So this week, what am I thinking? Well, I'm thinking this market will sell. But before I could sell it, I'm seeing a lot of there is a lot of void around here. I think the market should come and fill. Okay, but the market has already started making structure downward. So this gold is kind of confusing, but what I'll be thinking now is I know that this is a strong resistance. This is a very strong resistance. So if the markets reach here, I'm going to consider selling by looking for sellers present. Once I notice sellers present, or I notice a good rejection, and I might sell from here. But if the market breaks here, that doesn't mean I'm still buying. No, I'm not buying. If the market breaks here, then I will look forward for these supply zone at the top here. So if you just want to follow up with me, so these are my two zones for the week, this and this. Okay, this and this. So if the market reach here, I'm not selling immediately. I need a seller's present. But if I don't see the seller's present, we are not selling. Wait for it till it break, and once it reach here, wait for seller's present. After taking out this liquidity, then we will sell. That's the movement for the week. Unfortunately, we can't catch from the beginning of the week like we have been doing on Gbpusd and other on Xauusd too for the past few weeks. So that's what I'll be doing. This 40 minutes. I don't want it to be more than 20 minutes. So the next one we'll be looking at is no, we shouldn't look G. The one another one that I analyzed, yeah, another one that I analyzed on during the weekend is Usdjpy. Yeah, this Usdjpy. So it's kind of confusing, but I saw something. I noticed that this market reached a resistance around here, and it is respecting the resistance. So what I'm waiting for now is I'm coming to lower time frame. What did I say? I notice a structure. Here's the structure. Let me bring out the arrow to explain. Okay, here's higher low, higher high. Market formed a lower low. All these one are minor. Remember what I told you about minor. So this one goes up to take out this liquidity, comes down, but I can see that this market is still going up. So what I'm expecting now is is already happening. It's already happening. Okay, it's already happening, but I have to wait for 4 hours candle to form to finish. If this 4 hours candle form with a full bearish candle and I'm entering this trade, so this is like a signal for you. Just keep on monitoring this. If this 4 hours candle formed finish, if the candle is still forming, we can't just predict the market that, oh yeah, it's a bullish candle already. No, it is still forming. If this candle closed and it is a strong 4 hours candle, like it is as full, if the candle is closed as it is like this, then I will surely enter immediately, and once I enter immediately, I will come to my lower time frame to look for a sell. But right now I can't enter now, so let's wait for these full candles to form finish. Okay, so this Usdjpy has already reached the zone I'm expecting it to reach. So all I just need is sellers present before I enter my sell. So these are the 3 pairs we'll be paying attention to this week. And if you want to follow up, like I said, check the descriptions and you'll know how to reach me. So that's it. I'm still going to drop more videos probably tomorrow or next tomorrow on other pairs, on what I think about them. But this trade, all these 3 trades that I analyzed, I'm going to trade them. I'm going to trade them once they reach my POI, point of interest, and I notice buyers and sellers present. They are all sell. So once they reach my POI and I noticed sellers present, I'm going to take them. So this candle is still forming. I can't just enter blindly here. I need this candle to finish forming, and this candle will indicate the sellers actually, like this candle now. I can't call this candle sellers present because this candle is not full enough for me. It is not full enough for me, and also it is not in the zone after it's formed, so it is not really full enough for me. This is something we call buyers present. Something like this, you can see how full this candle is, and it's at its zone right here. So we can call this a buyers present. So if you see a buyers present at a strong zone, as a strong support zone, yeah, don't hesitate to buy. And if you see a sellers present, notice a sellers present at a strong resistance zone, don't hesitate to sell. So this is my zone on 30 minutes time. You can see the break structure and the market reached my zone, and also it has reached resistance around here too. So that's all for the week. So GPP USD, Xauusd, and Usdjpy. So that's the theory. So like I said, if you watch this video, subscribe, likes, and share with your friends and family. So thank you. That was all.